Hey everyone, and welcome to the Tesla Daily Investor. It's Friday, 11th of April. It's around 5:30 here in London, and I just wanted to do another video update to share with you what I'm doing with my portfolio. So this is a purely, I'm not going to be investing any money. This is purely a tactical shift that I'm doing in my portfolio to try and offset my tax liability. So for all my regular viewers who watch this channel, you know that I have most of my money in my general investment account, and I'm slowly shifting it towards my self-invested personal pension account and my stocks and shares ISA account. So last time what I did was I invested £2,900 into my self-invested personal pension, and simultaneously I sold the same amount in my general investment account. So then what happened was the trade settled in my general investment account, and what I'm gonna be doing now is what I did already is I shifted 2,900 to my self-invested personal pension account, and I'm just making sure that I haven't triggered a capital gains tax liability, so I'm staying within the limits. So I'm going to keep on doing that to shift money from my general investment account to my self-invested personal pension account. The reason I'm doing this is obviously any increase that I make or any profit that I make in my general investment account will be subject to capital gains tax in the future. So I want to minimize my liability in the future. So what I'm doing is I'm either transferring it to my stocks and shares ISA, which means I won't have to pay any tax on any potential increase in the future, or I'm taking it, which I have done on this occasion, to my self-invested personal pension account. So the benefit of that is I'll get tax relief on the 2,900, which will be equivalent to about £750, which will come in about 6 to 8 weeks time, and I'm going to be investing that money. The drawback is I'm going to have to lock this money away until I'm 57 years old, which is fine, and also I will have to pay tax when I take it out. So I do have a 25% tax-free option when I reach retirement, where I can take 25% tax-free. But the remaining money, when I take it out, I'm going to have to pay income tax on it. So obviously, any contribution that the government makes now is going to grow, and hopefully the tax that I pay in the future is going to be less than compared to the amount that I've made from the government contribution growth. So that's the actual, that's the logic behind it. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. So slowly what you will be seeing is my general investment account going down in value, and my stocks and shares ISA and my self-invested personal pension going up in value. In addition to that, I'm gonna try and invest £500 every day into my stocks and shares ISA and my self-invested personal pension. So the goal is, at the moment, I want to get to 500 shares in Tesla. I want to get to 200 shares in MicroStrategy and 100 shares in Nvidia. So at the moment, when I take into account all the different portfolios that I have, this is my main one, but I have others with plus 500, eToro and all that. So when I take all of that into account, I have 446.6519 shares in Tesla. I have 17.4669 shares in MicroStrategy, and I have about 26.8743 shares in Nvidia. So that's my entire holding. So that's what I have in my moment, but obviously I'm going to try and increase this as much as possible. And the more I transfer money into my self-invested personal pension, up to a maximum of 60,000, including tax relief, I can use the tax relief to buy extra shares. So I'll be going towards my goal faster, if that makes sense. So hopefully that's you're understanding what I'm trying to do now. And one of the goals of this portfolio, the main goal obviously is to make $1 million. The second goal is to invest aggressively, like ultimately I want to invest £1,000 every day the market is open, but that's quite aspirational at the moment. Hopefully I'm going to get there soon. And also I invest in very volatile stocks which go up and down in value quite a lot very quickly. And one of the last most important thing is to be as tax efficient as possible. So to be tax efficient, I have to minimize my liability in my general investment account and just keep on pumping my stocks and shares ISA and my self-invested personal pension. So that's the plan at the moment. So I'm trying to tidy things up while the market is, going through a downturn. So that's fine. So what I did today was I transferred 2,897.94 from my general investment account to my self-invested personal pension account. I'm going to be selling another 2,900 because remember, this is money I took from my current account to, slowly transfer from my general investment account to my self-invested personal pension account, because it takes about 5 days to do an actual transfer. This way I'm just like moving the money around and not being fully invested, and not taking time out, because Tesla can go up or down very quickly. It might be to my advantage or it might be to my disadvantage. So I'm trying to keep invested and not play or not time the market, if that makes sense. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my self-invested personal pension account. And then what I'm going to do, actually before I do that, I'm going to go into my general investment account and make a withdrawal of 2,900, or a sale of 2,900. So that is approximately 15 shares. 16 is too much, so 15.5, 15.4. So yeah, 15.4 shares I'm going to be selling, and then simultaneously I'm going to try and buy 15.4 shares as well in my in my SIPP account. So actually what I'm going to do is 15.35. Yeah, so 15.38 is, I'm going to write that down, just give me a minute. So I'm going to be buying 15.38 in my SIPP as soon as I do this one. Okay, so price is moving really fast. So I'm just going to keep it at 15.38. I'm going to review the order and I'm going to confirm the sale. So there's going to be a lot of annoying fees and all that. So FX fees, blah, blah. So again, nothing that can be done about it. So that's £11 for selling, which is quite disappointing. But hopefully the tax relief that I'm going to get is going to more than offset the FX fees. So I'm going to quickly go into my self-invested personal pension, and then I'm going to buy 2897.94, and that's going to give me 15.294. So I'm just going to write that down, 15.294. So I'm going to lose out on a little bit plus the FX fees. So I'm going to review the order. Let me just double check it's a buy yet. So confirm the buy. Okay, so that's done. So again, another £11.24, so approximately £20 that I've lost, plus a little bit of Tesla shares have gone down, which is disappointing. But I would say probably losing about £50 doing this rejigging of the portfolio every time I do this. But I'm thinking every time I put £2,900 into my SIPP account, I'm getting tax relief of 750. So hopefully that will kind of even things out. But who knows what's going to happen. But the main thing is, what I've always said is always minimize your tax liability. Always invest in a hyper efficient way, aggressively invest in volatile stocks, have like lofty goals, and see where that takes you. You never know. So let's have a look at the portfolio now. So I have, let's see, 50, 60, 70, 80, about 87, probably about 94,000 pounds when you take everything into account, all my accounts. So about 94k. So again, if you convert that to USD, that's about $110,000. So I'm about 10x away from my $1 million mark, which seems like a long way away. But what I'm thinking is I'm gonna keep on pumping money into the market. That's the first thing, hopefully. And if I can continue pumping money, that's going to be great. And also I'm going to be investing in these aggressive stocks, and then once the recovery happens, I'll probably hit around $200,000, and then hopefully when we go on that bull run, it's going to take it from 200 to 400 plus. And when you take into account the contributions that I'm going to be making, probably looking at 500 in the next 12 to 18 months. That's what I'm anticipating. But who knows, you never know. But if it goes down, that's even better for me. I'm going to be buying cheaper stocks, because obviously I'm not selling anything at the moment. So all that I'm seeing is paper losses at the moment. So if I go into my insights, you will see my portfolio performance. My maximum portfolio performance is down 57.89. So even when I make a recovery, I'll be doubling what I have at the moment. And then when it goes on a bull run, hopefully, who knows, it might be 1x, sorry, it might be 2x, 3x, 4x. You never know with stocks like Tesla, MicroStrategy, and Nvidia. When they go on a bull run, they really go, and when they go downhill, they really go downhill. So I'm very optimistic at the moment. I know the market is really horrible, really like disappointing to see, but just remember, there's a difference between a paper loss and a real loss. At the moment, it's just a paper loss, and you just gotta have the balls, just have to have the cojones to get through this period. And then when the market is up as well, you still have to have, you have to control your emotions, your excitements, not to sell too early. So this is much an emotional, what I'm finding is this is much an emotional game as it is a game of discipline. So you have to be disciplined. That's like obvious. You have to like invest every day. You have to like invest. You have to have the balls to invest. You have to have the courage to invest in these very volatile stocks. You have to like remove all the negativity from your mind, because it's very tempting to just sell when you read an article on Seeking Alpha or something like that with a price target for Tesla of $2. You just have to be very, very careful and protect the information that comes to you. Once you protect yourself, you have to be very disciplined, and you just have to control your emotions, not just have a plan. So my plan is to hit that $1 million mark, so I know what the end goal is, and I'm trying to do that as soon as I can. My plan is to invest £1,000 every day into the stock market, but I know like I have to work like 50 hours a day to do that. So I'm trying to do that at the moment, but it is very hard. But I'm gonna keep on doing this until I reach my target. I'm gonna be relentless. So yeah, so that's all for today. I hope you enjoy these updates. It helps me quite a lot to get it out there, to keep myself accountable. Drop a message if you want to ask any questions. I'm more than happy to answer any questions, and join me on this journey. I have about 1,000 followers now. I'm trying to take that to 2,000. And just join me on this journey. You don't have to invest with like £1,000 every day. That's what my aspirational goal is. You can like start with £1 a month, then £2 a month, then £1 every day. Then like do some research on stocks. Get your conviction levels up on the stocks that you resonate with, and then just go on a run. Just, earn as much money as you possibly can. There's money out there. You just have to go out there and earn it. Once you get that mission sorted in your head, you can just go out there and earn that money, and just, invest in the stock market, make your future better. Because if your future is better, you can help so many people at the same time, which is my goal, trying to like make as much money as possible and then like do good in the world. So, join me on my journey, and hopefully you found this video useful, and I will make another video hopefully on Monday, with another £500 invested into the stock market. But until then, have a great weekend. Take